Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dweebz in Japanese. My name is Khalil. I'm one of your hosts. Oh, I messed up.
My name is Patrick. I'm also one of your hosts. It's totally fine. Let's go with it. I don't even know why you messed up.
I don't know either.
Fine.
Alright,
Come on.
guys. Okay, so today's episode's going to be a little bit different. We're rearranging some things, and it's going to be a little shorter. Taking a little vacation.
Taking a little vacation, big road trip. Well, I guess on the way back, but
yeah. So it's like a multi.
You're gonna be gone like a week,
thing.
over a week.
Week and a half, yeah.
Week and a half. So we'll see if Khalil can do the next episode.
I will try.
We're not
I'll
sure.
try my best.
But it's totally fine if he doesn't. I will just do it myself somehow. Be talking to myself.
Yeah, we will have another episode out, so that will remain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just finished watching episode was that 18 or 18 of Darker Than Black?
Yep.
Right. And we got the little conclusion to the Yakuza guy and his aniki and the doll.
His aniki. I guess he really is his aniki, right?
I couldn't tell. Like they definitely grew up together, so I don't know if they were actually related or
because you could also say that as for like an older brother type of thing. I think he's his older brother, like
okay.
Type of, but he said that he was also thrown away by his like parents, so it makes me think that was sort of
he was like
his,
adoptive kind of
adopted older brothers type of thing.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I don't know the exact relation, but we concluded that little story. I still don't know what to take from it exactly. I'm trying to figure out the significance of that little storyline to the overall. There might not be.
It shows a little bit of backstory behind the what's the detective dude's name? I don't even know. I know Mao, I know Ian, I know Hei, I know a bunch of people, Kirihara, but I don't know
but not
that detective's name. I always forget.
Well,
I know his lover or whatever, like his interest, Shioko. I know her name. I don't know his name.
Everyone but him. That's in the upcoming episode though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Well, none of that was.
She appears a little bit in, or maybe not. What appears in that thing about him? Anyways,
it might have been at the end of the recap.
Okay, but
yeah.
I think it was a little bit because he basically has some more deep backstory, right? And then so the aniki, he's still like pursuing them for whatever reason, and then he gets shot at the end, right?
Yeah. So he was chasing him, trying to get the doll back,
right? And then
Hey, it came to the rescue, of course.
Yeah, and then so the doll showed emotion is actually like Ian, has the out of body type of experience thing, where it's it's kind of typical doll type of mentality, doll state of mind.
Yeah, they normally aren't very expressive though.
But I wonder if she, other than that, like, what was the point of her being in the story? I don't know.
I'm wondering if they'll make a comeback later or
join
something.
The team or something. Yeah,
because they ended up running away together. I don't know where they went or if they said where they were going. Did you catch that?
No, they're just riding a train.
Okay, just going
somewhere. They may have said where they're going. Well, it was all around like Shinjuku train station, right? And then all I remember is like Shinjuku Eki no Minamiguchi. It's like the Kaisatsuguchi is like the exit, basically entrance exit. It's like ticket stations. Minami is like south exit. That's where the dude was shot.
That's where they were dropped off.
I don't know where they were.
Like when Aniki drove him, he forced him to drive him to the train station or whatever.
Yeah, they're probably Shinjuku Eki probably, but the dude was shot at the south exit is what that one lady was saying to Kirihara, and we don't know who shot him either.
Yeah.
Interesting. They never didn't show that person's face.
They never really even showed another opposing force to them, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a good point. But it makes me think that there's some other like force, which I think is probably in the next episode, like some other force involved.
Maybe
there's some other group involved. potentially. We'll see. But lots of mysteries. It's
yeah, that's for sure.
keeps you guessing, keeps you wondering, keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, it's fun to speculate about it.
It's fun to speculate. I still don't know what the box at the end was about.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was for she was saying okay, it's for you, and he says, "Oh, like to share it with everybody." I think is what he said. Don't remember.
Oh, supposed. No, maybe it's a package from him, the guy or something, who ran away. Could be that.
The old the little boy.
Yeah, the old.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
I don't know. I don't remember what they were talking about. That's a problem about like talking, the two of us, while also trying to listen. Is it's like it's very difficult to follow sometimes.
Yeah, and sometimes they only mention the name once or twice, and if you missed it, it's like, well.
Yeah. Like Aniki, for example, he says it every single time, and it's obviously like a nickname or whatever. But yeah. But interesting episodes like this next, to the end, I think it's going to get really interesting. I don't remember the details of everything, but I just remember it, like, obviously, I say this every time in the recap, but it's hard to not watch ahead. So it is. I'm gamashite.
It's a very fun show.
Yeah, I'm being careful not to.
Well, doing good so far.
Yeah. Wall of Shame? We're kind of switching it up again for this episode, so we're going to start off with the Wall of Shame words just to get things out of the way. Chloe, what do you got?
So I've been unlocking a lot of new words recently. So we have like a number in a series. It's like one of those weird words to me anyway that are like, it's like more of a concept than a word, It's
more of a concept than a word?
Yeah, like number in a series.
I guess that...
Like for bond.
Oh, right, yeah.
Bond. That's the same kind, right? A bond.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
And I forgot what else it means. Turn, right? On like no bond.
Yeah. This is such a common word.
Oh yeah.
That to me, it is sort of intuitive at this point because it's like, ichiban, niban, so common. But I can see how that can be confusing because you can use it in a bunch of different instances.
Yeah, right? And then the mnemonic's kind of weird too. So hopefully once I get to the point where I don't need the mnemonic anymore, it'll be fine. Yeah. Just like a lot of the words, I feel anyway. So I already pronounced it bond, and yeah, it's a number in a series or turn. Does it mean anything else?
Bond. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay.
Ichiban means like best, right? That there's like a nuance of like it's ichiban me, like me you can add to ichiban. Me means first. Niban me, but it means first time. Ichiban me. Niban me. Ichiban me wa is like the first thing, the first one. Niban me. Yeah, ichiban. If you say like ichiban, it means
like number one,
like best type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Ichiban, niban, sanban. It can mean also ichiban me is more of like a sort of position or like what you were saying.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. And honestly, I can't explain why. I have to go look up the dictionary definition of me.
Me?
Ichiban me. Yeah. So the dictionary definition of ichiban me is the first. So,
Gotcha.
Ichiban is like number one, first place, best. Ichiban ue is like topmost. So, Niban is like second, but it doesn't mean the second in line. It just means so the second in line would be Niban me. So
okay.
So like the position of somebody in line. Although it's confusing when you're talking about a race because you don't say that. For a race, you say ichi, like first rank.
Oh, okay.
So first place in a race or something is different, or competition is different than ichibame. Ichibame is more literally like you are first in line type of thing. Or first in a line, first in a series.
Yeah.
Ichi is like ranking type of thing.
Okay, so that would be used for like leaderboards or races or something.
Yeah. Like if you're looking at Mario Kart or something like that, it would say like Ichi-i, Ni-i,
okay.
Nani. Yeah. It wouldn't say Ichiban. It might say Ichiban me is like the first course, Ichiban me.
Oh.
Like Ichiban me no course, like the race track.
Yeah.
It's like the first track and then the second track. That you could say Ichiban me no something, Niban me no. Yeah. But it's really common. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so basically it's more for indicating a
like position
position over a rank.
Line.
Yeah. Cool. Well, my next one is sumu, I think. It's like to live or to they say to dwell, but it sounds
to dwell.
Well,
because to live could also mean ikiru, right? Like to the act of existing.
I think to me
biologically living.
What if I think about it as reside, is that fine? Like to reside somewhere?
Same thing.
Because they use it for like neighbors, like shooting, right? Or no, Junin.
Junin or Jumin or Kinjo.
Kinjo, I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah. So sumu, yes, you can say to reside, but I guess you could also say zutto iru, like iru as in existing, right? But zutto iru means I'm there for a long time, which is a different nuance than sumu. Sumu is like living in a house, living in an apartment, living in, the typical meaning of to live in not something, blank space. To live in blank.
You say location too, like Tokyo?
Yeah.
Sumu.
Tokyo ni sunderu.
Sunderu. So
Tokyo
currently.
Ni sundeiru. Yeah.
Sunderu.
You can just say sunderu if you're saying it fast, but if you're saying it slow, you'd say sundeiru.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, these ones are both. I've only seen both of these twice.
Oh.
So
looks like you got them flopped.
Yeah, so, it's funny.
Sumu is harder for you to remember to read. Ban is the meaning. I can see the meaning being confusing for sure.
Yeah, I forgot what I was confusing it as, but I'm not going to try to remember because then I might start confusing it like that again.
Confusing yourself even more. Wait, so sumu, the reading is hard. What are you getting it confused with?
That was the thing. I just said I didn't want to try to remember. It was like
okay. You didn't want to try to remember. Yeah, let's not do that. So ba and sumu.
Yeah, ba and sumu. Yeah, actually, I cannot remember what it was, but that's good. That's good. I'm learning.
Yeah, it's good. It means you're learning. It means you're sticking things to memory. Look at that. You know the second one by now.
Kagayaku.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So the first one is odd. It's a scold. Scold is the meaning of it. Yeah. Like scold a child.
Yeah.
So what is it? Mouth, sun, enclosure, spoon. I don't even remember the mnemonic. It's
no, that's probably.
It's like something about your mouth is open because it's hot because of the sun, and you're holding a spoon in a tiny enclosure, and you're being scolded by fate. I don't even remember the mnemonic. It's something like that. That's the image I get in my head.
Yeah.
And then it's like you stick your hand out, and the reading is katsu, and then there's a bunch of cats. So something about scolding, something about cats. For some reason, I kind of remember it now.
That's funny.
But I typically now read the mnemonic, and if it doesn't stick immediately, I just sort of like forget about it and then just try to memorize it because
same. Or sometimes I'll accidentally like make a new one that makes more sense, and then just use that, and then
that happens all the time, but then I'll like forget it.
Yeah.
But then at that point, I already remember. I already know the kanji. So, but yeah, the second one, kagayaku, stupid one. That is never going to come up in my reviews. Not until I'm level 65 or something stupid like that.
It's gonna
like we're completely done with Wanikani. It's gonna be like the last thing I do on Wanikani.
Yeah. That's funny, man. Okay.
Moving over. So favorite Japanese words? You got a lot.
Yeah, well, I got a couple. I was curious about the difference between Yamabiko and Hibiki. In
I haven't learned Yamabiko in Monikani. Did you learn it already?
Yeah, wait, you haven't? You should have.
I think it's probably a new word that they added to Monikani because I also learned it recently. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, so they say it means echo, and Hibiki also means echo too, right?
Yep. Hibiku is like to echo. Yeah.
So like I don't know what the difference is. One
is a mountain echo.
More like what is that like?
Like how in the mountain ranges or whatever, somebody yells, they go "Alehuhu" or whatever.
Yeah.
In the Swiss Alps.
So it's just a specific type of echo, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. And then hibiki is literally anything echoing.
Just a general word for echo. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
I love that word, hibiku or hibiki. It's just fun to say.
Yeah, it is. I hear it a lot too. Cool. It's not just cool looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kanji is cool looking too, though.
Oh yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I haven't learned hibiki through Wanikani, so
okay.
I don't know what it looks like.
Let's show you.
Oh yeah, show us real quick.
Watch me like completely screw up the. Look at that.
Oh, you done did it.
Oh man, what's going on? That's it.
Can't see.
So that's jeez. So that's the verb. Do you see that?
Oh yeah.
That's a verb. And then hibiki is either just that, or it's. Oh my goodness. See, when I try to zoom in with the browser, it does that. But I do it big like this. See, I'm at fit, and so this is too small. I like it when it's like big PowerPoint points.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure this out at some point. But so that's hibiki, right? You can also delete this. I don't often see it just like this though. But I mean.
Oh, but it has
that's
the same
also
pronunciation. And
then the verb. Oh, sorry. Something happened. It's just ku. You just had ku to it, obviously.
Biku.
Oh my goodness.
Biku.
Yeah. Kind of interesting looking kanji.
Yeah. It's kind of complicated.
Also, to echo or to like reverberate, you see that? So you can also say that for like effects of something. So you can say, that event echoed throughout history. We said that in English too. You say that in Japanese as well. You say hibiku, like it, like hibiki ga aru. Like there's a reverberation. There's like a effect throughout time or effect throughout something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So hibita is like
resonates.
It resonates. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to officially learn that kanji through my Wanikani training.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next one's kind of funny because it was on a car. Yeah, okay, I was asking you about it because it was on a car. Tawagoto no hako. So
hako is box.
Tawagoto,
I don't know what tawagoto is.
So I just looked it up, and apparently it means like nonsense or what was the other word?
Like the nothing box?
Yeah, or something like that. I just thought that was interesting because someone had it on their car.
Okay.
Yeah, nonsense, silly things, joke, BS. Those are the list of words. Yeah, just thought that was interesting, and I was curious if you knew about it.
Why did you look that? Was that you're looking up the nothing box or something on Craigslist or?
No, it was on somebody's car. Like they had a decal of it. So
what?
Yeah,
that's weird.
Agreed. So
interesting. Why would you put that on your? I don't know. That's like the crazy English.
Yep.
That you see on, like people you get tattoos on in Asia or whatever, or like on T-shirts and stuff. That's what we do here too. We get like the kanji completely backwards and upside down or something on somebody's back,
and they're like,
or even their face.
Faith.
Or it means like horse. I think I saw that before.
Oh no!
Somebody got horse tattooed to their arm.
That is so funny, and I don't even understand how that happens because it takes like 2 seconds to look up something.
Yeah, not for like a kanji though. They don't really care. They're just like, oh, this is
just
cool.
Like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Did I tell you about the one store that Zach and I found in Osaka at some shopping mall? So. And the name of the store is Osmosis Loaf.
Oh my god.
It's a clothing store.
So funny.
And they don't. Nobody reads that. They probably have some like nickname that they use. It's probably like Oslo or something, like Oslo.
Yeah.
But
That's
Osmosis is the full English name. They literally just went through the dictionary and picked out 2 words.
Yeah.
Like pointed to 2 words and then added them together.
That's great. One day, I'll see the Osmosis loaf.
Yes, you should. If you come to Japan, let's actually go there. So Judy and I actually have been talking about this. Mm-hmm. Zach and I's trip was like it's so distinct in my memory that I want to go like to the places that we went during that trip. Eventually and like show her. But if you came too, and eventually if Zach came as well, and we like all relive that and see how it's changed too, we could like show you the video because we actually have video on YouTube. If you go look up, I think it's Blue Swift. Is my gaming channel. Those. I uploaded a bunch of them to my gaming channel.
Yeah, you did them as like vlogs, kind of, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing some of those.
Yeah, my hair was terrible. It was like really weird looking. I don't know why I did that haircut, but very fun trip.
All right, and last one, I heard it in the anime. I learned it in Wanikani. I don't know why I didn't write the kanji. Actually, I don't remember the kanji. It's a good thing I'm not.
You didn't write it.
It's a good thing I'm not writing it by hand.
Yeah, I can't write kanji by hand.
No, where are you? Oh,
there it is.
Wait,
it's just slowly appearing. Oh, that's not it.
No.
Oh, that's definitely not it.
I don't see it.
That was sort of a bad word you just did.
Wait, which one? This one?
That one? Oh, no.
This one.
That one. Don't use that one.
I'm going to use it all the time.
It's not a bad word. It's just, like, funny.
Oh, I remember now.
It means, okay.
Huh?
I'm just saying.
I got to know now.
It means genitalia. I'll just say that.
Oh. You got to go.
Nope. Not
this
that
one goes away.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just do mataku and then just hit space and then?
It wouldn't. That's what I was doing. For some reason. Oh, okay. Now it's showing up. Whatever.
You have to hit the double T on from an English keyboard trying to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's
mataku.
It. I don't understand. Do people use that as in not like as a normal word rather than like an expression?
Very common. Super common word. Mattaku nai is like entirely nothing. Like in mattaku nai. Do you have any problems? Like mondai ga arimasen ka? Mattaku arimasen. It's like entirely wholly nai. Like I don't have any. I don't have anything. You can also say
absolutely nothing. Yeah. That's cool.
The mattaku is also something that people say is like sheesh.
Yeah, I always hear it like that.
Interjection. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Became an interjection like that, but
yeah,
very common word.
Well, yeah, that's what I got for you guys today.
Cool. I like it. These are good words. Really good words. Yamabiko, you learned that from Wanikani, is what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yamabiko is
mountain god.
Yeah, and that's a very specific type of echo. Hibiki is like more
the concept of echo, like
concept of echo.
General. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yamabiko, I need to ask Judy, but I'm sure you can probably use this in the like the city or something too, maybe.
Huh.
Versus hibiki, but I've said hibiki over the years and nobody's corrected me, so
it might just be one of those things that just it's always applicable, right?
But very literally, this means right mountain.
Yeah.
Echo or biko.
Biko. Classified.
Biko is like delicate child. Anyways, moving over.
Cool.
To my weird ones. So let me just show you these ones first. So
okay.
Very timely. At least the atamakin. So again, we're talking about real estate, right? Or we are in contract for a condo. So atamakin is like down payment. But atama, this is used in a lot of Japanese words. It means like the front of something. You know, like the beginning of a game. Like you can also mean the beginning of a day or the beginning of the month. You can say like 5月の頭に like the head of May, like the beginning of May. Yeah, I think is it the beginning or is it the end? I think it's the beginning, but it's using a bunch of words like that. But I don't know if I'll be able to find it in the dictionary for that example, but I've heard this for like dates and stuff too. But atamakin is down payment, like the beginning payment that you make on something.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I think it means the beginning of the month. Go fact check me, but you can use it for atama no like 5月の atama, like May, the beginning of May. But you're not specifying like a certain time, for example.
Yeah.
So atamakin, kin is gold, right, or like money. So the beginning money that you
like for a term or like a payment term,
contract or something. Yeah. Next word is shugo. So Judy will often get like a little bit flustered with me because I will just like ask a bunch of questions or be randomly saying something to her that I've been thinking about all day, but then she has no context or anything.
Oh.
So she'll be like, Shugo wa? Like, what is the subject of the conversation that we're having here? So Shugo is subject. So
so funny.
And it's often used in the uses it in the place of like context. So we'll say like in conversation, right? Somebody's talking about something, and they say, "Whoa, what's the context here?" Right? Like, is there context? We don't say, "Is there subject?" That sounds kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
The more sort of colloquial conversation way to ask that question is, "What's the context?"
Yeah.
Or what are you talking about? Just very simply. But Shugo is like, I guess Judy says that a lot. I don't know if she's she's really the only person who says that, but she says it so much, so it came up. Okay, so the next thing that you suggested that we do is basically like phrases that how did you put it?
What was I saying? I was like, phrases or idioms that are common.
Yeah, Japanese idioms or phrases commonly used. So I was asking Judy before this, and there's one that she says all the time, and her family says all the time to her a lot, and that is the first one. So kingyo no unchi. So unchi is poop, right? And kingyo is goldfish, so like goldfish poop. And what that means is, so I'll say something like, Judy ni,ジュリのいいとこは、ジュリに本当に金魚のうんちみたい。So, do you understand what it says? So, Judy's cousin, いいとこ, Judy ni, to Judy, is like 金魚のうんち, like a goldfish poop. And do you understand what I mean when I say that?
I don't, actually. It almost sounds offensive.
It's not at all. So what kingyo no unchi means basically like kutsuiteru. Like kutsuiteru is another way to say attached to. So like kingyo no unchi means just basically to follow around and
I see.
To. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a really common phrase. It's kind of funny when you think about it.
Yeah, that is funny.
Observe goldfishes in the wild. I wonder how many of them have just like poop attached to them all the time.
Yeah.
Or like trailing them, right? Like following them all the time.
Pretty good.
So that's a one interesting Japanese. There's a lot of these. I would love to do these like every week because there's so many. This is a great idea, by the way. So the next line, or the next example is ishibashi. Ishibashi o tataete wataru. So ishibashi is like a stone hashi, bridge. Stone bridge. Otataite is like to hit, to strike.
Okay.
And wataru is to cross, right? So like you're hitting the stone bridge while you're crossing it.
Okay.
The reason you're doing that is because you're checking it. You're checking to make sure it's like safe. And so ishibashi o tataite wataru hito. So like, so if I say ishibashi o tataite wataru hito is somebody who basically every step along the way is checking to make sure that it's like safe. Or
so it's like a really cautious person or something. Like
yeah, cautious or
like
somebody who has like
paranoid. No,
not paranoid necessarily. Somebody who's like very Judy said it as shikkari shiteru, like somebody who is has a procedure, like the way they go about things. They have a procedure versus like somebody who just goes and does things off the cuff, or without any planning. So this is a person who's like checking things and planning things and has a procedure,
like a really methodical and
I'm like a methodical person, methodical, whatever. But normally, it says it about people or other things. So ishi bashi o tataite wataru is apparently really common. I don't know why. Maybe like back in the day, people would do that because they're so worried about the bridges or something.
I could see
they would actually hit them to make sure. I have no idea. That's another one. But I love Kingyo no Uchi.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's my favorite one for sure. I kind of wish I did that one second. But that one is my favorite. There's a lot like those too. We just couldn't think of any off of the top of our heads.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think it's nice to maybe throw these in because, for example, that first one, if I heard that, I'd have no idea. Confused.
Then you have to go like look up on the internet a bunch of pictures of like goldfish poop, and you're like, what's going on?
What? Why'd they say that about that person?
Why do they say that about that person? That's kind of mean, isn't it? Yeah. It's not. It's usually like kids will be following their parents around or.
Yeah, it's like saying it attached at the hip kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. Attached to the hip is how we say it. Attached to the hip, and that's sort of a idiom as well. That's sort of like a phrase as well, right?
Yeah.
Attached to the hip. Oh, another one I just thought of is and this is sort of like regional. I don't know if this is sort of like a idiom. Maybe it is. But like younger people in the Kanto, I think it's just Kanto. I can ask Judy later, but
okay.
They say ukeru, and ukeru means to receive, right?
Oh, okay.
So if you're saying something and you're like, but you're saying your opinion, you're like, oh, I think it's or you're saying I really don't like it when people throw or put gum under the table or something like that, and the other person will be listening. So ukeru.
Oh, I see. Is it kind of like,
what I mean?
Oh yeah, I understand, or what is it? Oh, what do we say?
We say I get it.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like almost the same exact thing.
That's cool.
But literally, in maybe Japanese, it would be like moratta, like I received it, or I got it, type of thing. But they say ukeru is like to accept or to receive. But anyways, they say ukeru. That's another really common, like, I think it's just young people, and I think it's probably maybe just Kanto, but I can ask Judy to like make sure. But that's another like weird phrase that people say all the time. At least kids say all the time that has become like normal speak, but it might sound kind of weird if you hear it in conversation. I know the first time I heard it, I was like, ukeru. Like, you're not receiving anything. Oh, okay, I get that you're like nodding your head and going ukeru, so that probably means you agree.
Yeah.
So I got what the meaning was, but it was just weird the first time I heard it. I didn't really understand like which ukeru, but it was the same exact ukeru as you think, right?
Yeah.
So
cool.
Kingyo no Uchi. Remember that. All right, so that's kind of the end of our podcast, right? We're going a little bit long, just a couple of minutes. So hopefully this was interesting. I like this segment. I think maybe we should probably insert this into like a weekly thing, maybe. There's a lot of them, so maybe it would be fun for us both to learn and study these too, just to be able to like laugh and learn something new. But also, it'd be fun to use in conversation with other Japanese people, right? Like, because they'd be really surprised if you start using it. They'd be like, "Oh, you like, wow, your Japanese is so good. You know what that means?" Because they're very sort of obscure, yeah. Like. What's the thing? Like slower than molasses in the heat of June or something like that? What's the phrase?
I don't know the whole thing, but I know what you're talking about.
But it goes even longer. Yeah, like that one is... But everyone knows what we're talking about, right? Over here. If somebody says it correctly, I can't. People know what you mean.
Even if you don't say it correctly, you people can know what you mean.
People know what you mean over here, yeah. But saying that to Judy, she'd probably be confused. She's like, what? Molasses? Another one, too, is like... quicker than 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. And
oh my god, yeah.
Like that sort of, again, like the one before too, slower than, quicker than. It kind of makes sense, right? But there's other things too that we say that I can't think of at the top of my head that don't use that sort of like similar or I guess simile or analogy type of phrasing. It's just like just a weird thing to say, literally.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, every language has these. A lot of them are like based in history, right? Mm-hmm. The hitting the stone bridge as you're walking across. That's very funny.
Yeah. I just think they're fun too because you kind of need context for like what it actually means. You know, you can't really just translate it for the most part.
Yeah. Well, I think it's fun to maybe even next week you can like go look at some and then compile them and then have me try to guess what they mean because I probably have no idea too.
Okay,
that'd be a fun little guessing game or something.
Yeah.
Until next time, though.
Yep.
All right.
So,
thank you guys for listening.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think about some of these, like the segment, for example, or anything else, as usual. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Right, join the Discord. Have some conversations. It's only dead because we have no people there. But join the conversation with us. We'll be happy to have to help with like answering questions or even just like continuing conversation in Japanese. Don't be shy.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to just like have a little asynchronous conversation about things.
Yeah,
I'm used to doing that.
Agreed.
Having a dynamic conversation is a lot different than just like passively studying it.
Yeah.
So, also use other chat apps too, like Hello Talk, or is that what it's called? Yeah, Hello Talk, and then Lang 8 and stuff. Lang 8's more of like essays, but Hello Talk is live, like chat with people.
Yeah.
And then of course Line. Maybe we should create a Line group too. That kind of makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay. Yeah. We could discuss that.
We'll talk about it.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you guys.
3、2、1。じゃあねー。バイバイ。また今度ねー。